Hey guys, and welcome to game number 8 out of 100 of my rematch against the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot. Despite some really interesting games, things have not been going our way, unfortunately. We are 1-6 through 7 games, so really could use a win today. And I'm first. I almost have Cactoid. I could play Cacti. It keeps DU, which is not amazing to say the least, but at least it's fairly defensive because it doesn't take an S, and with those two C's, it's kind of tricky for the bot to overlap, so I don't mind it too much. Ideally, I'd prefer to get rid of my U. Q-tick is not a word. I could play Ducket, but I don't know. I mean, Icy is a better leave than DU, but it's 4 fewer points, and this also gives back a lot more, especially putting that A next to the double letters, so I think I slightly prefer Cacti over Ducket. I don't think there's any 6s here, right? Not that I am seeing. So, alright, let's just play Cacti. I think that's fine. Yuck. Well, I think regardless of what I kept, my reaction was going to be yuck. What did I just draw? I drew J-U-V-W-M. That is not good. That is very not good. I might add. Wow. Bot plays cheeky. And do I play through this with Judy? Ugh. Keeping M-U-V-W? The problem is this just gives back cheap 30-point plays from the J to the bot. On the other hand, if the bot plays elsewhere, I might be able to play Jaw or something. But then I'm still going to have MUV. Like, I'm just so far away from ever having a good rack. I think I got to trade. Like, it's weird to trade when you can score 30, but MUVW is just so bad that, I don't know. Like, we're talking 3 more turns probably before I can even bingo. Or have a shot at bingoing. I just don't see that being worth it. I mean, same goes for a play like this. Like, I just have so many bad letters on this rack, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should play Judy here, but I don't think it's worth it. I really just think I'm being too short-sighted if I play that and leaving myself in such bad shape for the next, like, 3 turns, which are going to be very important for shaping this game. So, alright, let's trade a lot. So, obviously, I'm getting rid of this. Probably keep... I kind of like the M. It's a good scoring tile. It's also a good bingo tile. Let's just keep the M. Well, mostly better, but unfortunately I got the Q, which is not good. I also partly wanted to keep the M because of my here for overlaps. But yeah, unfortunately, now that I have the Q, it's going to be tough. I wish I had one of those U's I had before. Probably just drop it for 11. I mean, this is a fantastic leave. I'll often get a bingo next turn. I think that's better than QI. I mean, the I helps me bingo so much. Is it, though? I mean, how often am I bingoing on this board? Because QI does block a lot of bingos. Yeah, maybe I'm not bingoing enough to make it worth the 11 or 12-point sacrifice. That is a lot to give up, actually. I mean, an eel bingo with, like, creaming or something, or even re-teaming through the TE. But the thing is, if I draw a lot of stuff like a T, say for Marting, that's not going to play. An A, I don't think will give me a bingo. An I don't think will give me a bingo. An O, I guess Caraming, assuming that even stays open. I just hate what this does to the board, guys. I mean, like, obviously I want to keep the I with this sleeve badly, but I get 12 more points if I do this, and I keep the board much more open because I set up a great line for 7s on the F column now, starting with, say, an M or something here. Like, I think it's just too short-sighted to drop the Q. Like, I just don't think I bingo enough. And if I can't bingo immediately, this board is just getting shut down way too fast. I think I need to do this, unfortunately. Well, alright. Finally a good break here. I get an I back as well as an E, so that's exactly sort of what I was hoping for last turn. I'll be bingoing here, I think, guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, I have re-teaming through the TE for 74. That's probably my highest scoring bingo. I have immersing through the C, which is a bit safer, but it's 7 fewer points. Creaming and Germanic as well, but those open triple triples. I can also play Mangier. Okay, well, not anymore. I think I'll probably play Migraine now through the I. Geranium through the U doesn't fit. It's also Imaginer, which is safer. 74, but Migraine is 80, right? Yeah, that's for 6 points, it's worth it. I mean, an M in the triple line is not likely to cause too much damage, especially with the M already on the double letter, so unless he triples, he's not going to score a ton, and the odds of him tripling are just not that high. It's just not worth 6 points to not put an M there, I really don't think, so let's do it. Okay. Got some decent scoring tiles here. The W is not great. I'd probably play Biza here next turn if that stays open. That's 44. Anything through this M? Zambia, but that is just a country, not a word, unfortunately. That would be really nice to play if I could. Almost Bumwad. That would be pretty cool. Anything through this E? Zaida doesn't quite work there. Huh. I could also play Biza here, I suppose, if the other one gets blocked. It's not bad. DW, not a great leave. Anything under here? Stemmy. Okay, so that could have definitely been worse. At least I forced him to use an S. He did block Biza, so it's basically a tie game. Anything? I don't think I can play through this ZU here. Okay. What else do I have? I can also, actually, Biza here is probably better than playing Biza above the E in Migraine, because it is a couple fewer points. It's 4 fewer points, but it keeps a vowel, which is nice, just to make sure I don't get a disaster consonant situation. And it doesn't give back that easy scoring spot under the Z, or an X-bomb above the I. So, I think that's probably better to play to the A. Another option, actually, which might be better, is Wiz. That's 40. It's a lot more. It's 8 more points than Biza. This leave is not particularly good, but it's not like ADW is great either. And the B is still a little preferable to the W, I think. So it's probably better for 9 or for 8 more points, I think. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I have this. I guess that does make the W a little better than the B, to be honest. But I still don't think it's worth 8 points. And I do have this as well. It's interesting, because I mean, the W is a considerably better tile for scoring on this board than the B. So Biza might not be crazy. I mean, I have this spot for the W potentially to score well if I can draw like an E. I have this spot potentially. I mean, this spot is not great. Like, really, what am I going to be doing there? All for 28 or something? Like, I can't... See, like, I can't really get past this I with a Y there. I can't play, like, Wailed or anything if I draw it. So this spot is actually really not that good, because I'm not going to even want to do this and just open an easy scoring or bingo spot anyway, most likely. So really, the W I'd only be holding for this spot. And I don't know. I don't think it's that exciting. I mean, if I can get an E, it's going to score, like, 35, but I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. The possibility of getting a 35-point play is worth giving up 8 immediately, when I'm probably still averaging a decent amount anyway after Wiz. So I still am leaning towards Wiz. It's good to think about, but I still think Wiz is probably a little bit better. All right, I'm going to go for it. Oh, boy. Wow. Well, didn't really want a third A and another D, but what are you going to do? I feel like I've been getting, like, a lot of these draws, although I can't really complain. I'm still up 50 points. And that's the funny thing about Scrabble sometimes, guys. It feels like you're just always drawing badly, but, like, I had that one good draw after QI with Migraine, and that did really help bail me out. Like, every other draw has been seemingly pretty poor this game for me. But that one really helped me, and that's sometimes all it takes with this game. That's what you got to keep in mind if things are not going too well sometimes, that all it takes is just one good draw, and you can be back in business. And I'm still in the lead here. But I am going to need to get rid of some of this Drek, if at all possible. So I could play B-Dad for 27, but AAO? Yikes. So I'd much rather find another option if there is one that's reasonable. Still 2 blanks left. Can't really do anything here other than add, which is not a particularly good play. Could play a board for 10. Basically just going all in on cleaning up the rack and keeping as good a lead as possible. It's not a crazy idea at this point, I don't think. AD is a good leave. I also turn over more tiles. There's 2 blanks, so turnover is a good thing. I don't think I have a 5 down column C. I mean, be dad AAO with 6 O's left is... I don't know. I don't like it. I'm just really, really not putting myself in a good position to respond on the next turn to whatever the bot might do. And AD is a pretty good leave, drawing into a well-balanced pool. 2 blanks and 3 S's. I really like the extra tile turned over too. So I'm leaning towards a board. I could play a broad, but it's only 1 more, and with those 2 blanks left for just 1 more point, I'd just as soon not do that. And open the triple-triple. So yeah, another tough spot here, but I'm still feeling like a board is probably called for. Obviously, I'd love to score more than 10 points, don't get me wrong, but I'd also love to not keep AAO on my rack. Like, that's pretty bad. Data? That's not even very many more than a board, and AD is a lot better than ABO. Like, at that point, I would rather just keep as good a lead as I can if I'm not going to be scoring very much anyway. So, yeah, this is a tough turn. Several tough turns already this game. I also want to try to manage my time a little bit better because I'm down to half of it already, and we're only about halfway through the game. So, alright, let's just play a board and hope to get some better stuff. Alright, well, I did. Unfortunately, a little short on vowels, but I can't really complain because I did get a blank. I guess keeping AAO would have actually worked out pretty well given this draw, but, you know, I can't know that. I could have also drawn OOI out of the bag and been very sad. And I think here at least I'll be able to probably play off like Fard or something and get a decent chance at a bingo next turn. Where am I going to play Fard? I guess, well, I could play it here. It's pretty risky, so I'm not sure I'm going to want to. I probably would rather play it here for just a couple less. Anything through the E? Frenna doesn't get to the triple. D, I mean, re-add, but I don't really want to keep the F. I'd rather try to bingo. Like, now that I have the blank, I'd like to prioritize bingoing as soon as possible. But we'll see what the bot does. It's a pretty even game. It's a fairly open board, because also a board just opened another good line for 7s down the E column. There's a 7s line down the C column next to the T and through. There's row 2 hooking a D on duh. Begot, okay. So that kind of foils my plans. Although I have Franz now. That looks like a nice play. Let me just make sure I don't have a bingo, though. Hold on. Through that O, maybe? I don't think so, but it's just worth spending like 15 seconds making sure. Just going through the alphabet in my head. FDD is kind of tough. I don't think so, guys. W is like down or something. Through the T? Draft. Nah, I don't think so. I don't want to spend too long on it. I'm pretty sure there's no bingo. So, alright, I think Front has to be good. Wow, still more consonants, but I think I'll have something here. Yeah, I mean, I have Pedlars. The pool is getting vowel heavy now all of a sudden. 22 vowels, 18 consonants. Yeah, that's 8 consonants in the last... No, that is 9 consonants, or 8 consonants in the blank in the last tiles I've pulled. And the bot does get down durions, but I'll at least have a bingo here. I mean, I have Pedlars down the E column, worst comes to worst. Do I have anything better? Maybe not. I mean, where am I going to bingo that's better? With duh? I don't even think I can. Like, what other bingos do I have other than Pedlars, honestly? Do I have any other 7s? Have to be a vowel. A? E is just Pedlars. I? No? O? I don't think so. And U, I don't think so. So I think it's Pedlars. It's the only bingo for 70. But be it even game, and it's probably going to just come down to who draws all the vowels and who has the balanced racks and scoring tiles going into the end. So let's see what happens. Honestly, I'll take that. I'll definitely take Come on! Really? Wow, you bingoed out of that pool? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll just have to do this now, right, for 52. And maybe the bot drew like 7 vowels. I mean, I don't think detox is right. I don't want to play off all those tiles. I think I want to leave more in the bag to try to prolong the game a little more. I can't believe it bingoed. Yeah, I think I need to just take Ox here. I don't know. I mean, Detox, the thing is, like, VEO is not a really good leave anyway. Those 10 points are going to be helpful for me to have any chance. Yeah, I think I got to do this. I mean, I'm just really need to hope that the bot... I mean, the thing is there's no scoring tiles, so maybe the J could actually be... Yeah, the bot is scoring pretty well with that. So, all right, I need to figure out now, do I need to bingo to win this game? I mean, maybe not. The bot has all these low-scoring tiles. I do have this line now down the end column. I mean, I can play Novate, which nearly ties the game. Leaves 3 in the bag. That's actually not bad, guys. Oh, wait a second. I have Awoke. Wow. Okay. So Vina is better, for sure. I mean, those 5 points are big. Still leaves... Well, leaves... Oh, actually, Novate leaves 2 in the bag. Vina leaves 3 in the bag. Okay, that could be relevant. Let's think about that. OT is probably... Well, OT versus E. I mean... I kind of like keeping the T with all those vowels left, honestly. And Novate doesn't keep the A for Awoke. I mean, those 5 points are big, too. Like, this is going to be a close game. Unless the bot hits Jins from the D or something, this is going to be a close game, I imagine. It could hit, like, Injure under the F in Franz, but I feel like whoever gets the J is honestly probably going to be in very good shape here. Like, it's hard to bingo... And everything is a 1-point tile except the J. Yeah, I mean, one nice thing I will say about Novate, like I said, leaving 2 in the bag is better here, I think, because if I leave 2 in the bag, then the bot can't just play like Joe on the top left and, or it can just play Joe and it has to empty the bag, right? Like, if I play Vina... and it plays Joe, then it could leave 1 in the bag. And I would much rather be playing a 7-on-7 without any in the bag than having to deal with 1 in the bag and that uncertainty. So, yeah, it's a very tough position. I mean, I don't think there's any merit. I mean, maybe something like Dovin, and that keeps the A for Awoke. It opens another bingo threat. I don't want to leave 4 in the bag, though. That's definitely not a good number, because then the bot can leave like 2 in the bag or even play 3. Yeah, I don't think I want to leave 4 in the bag. That's bad for timing. And again, I'm just not feeling like going for a bingo is the right strategy here. The bot can also block on the right. I think those extra points are going to be too helpful. And unless it has Jins, like, if it plays from the D, I'm actually happy, because it doesn't score that much. It's going to score like 21, and it's going to empty the bag, and I might be able to beat it in the end game. So, yeah, I think I'm still between Vina and Novate. Again, Vina, the advantages are, well, it scores 5 more points. That's probably the biggest advantage, honestly. I mean, it keeps the T as well, which is not bad. Those are the 2 biggest advantages. And it takes out Awoke if the bot has the other A, I guess. And Novate, probably the biggest advantage is leaving 2 in the bag instead of 3. Taking out plays like Injure down there. Guess 1 more shot at drawing the J, if that's something I want. Man, tough turn. It's a very tough turn. Like, I mean, I just feel like after Vina... Like, really, I think what I need to ask myself, guys, is, like, how badly do I need the J? If I feel like I need the J to win regardless, then I think I might as well play Novate. If I feel like then if I draw the J after Novate, I'm going to win. Which is not a guarantee, but I think it's pretty likely. See, I just think whoever draws the J is going to have an easy 30 points on the top left, and that's going to be a lot relative to all the other scores, unless somebody bingos. Just with all those one-pointers, it's going to be so hard to score. Like, if I play Novate, so I mean, I'm down 3. And again, I love leaving 2 in the bag. Again, if the bot plays Joe or G, unless I can pull a bingo, I probably lose. I doubt I can make up enough points in the endgame. I doubt it. Maybe if I draw the other A and hit a play with a woke, I still don't think so. I think I lose after Novate if the bot has the J, unless, like I said, I pull a bingo down the end column, which is possible. I could draw, like, Relines or Nerolis. Like, it's not inconceivable, but it's not likely. I mean, do I think the bot had the J after Leah? It might have. I mean, I could see... Well, maybe. I mean, I also think there's a pretty good chance it had the other A, though. Just because of Awoke. So yeah, if I play Vina, I mean, it's also going to be tough for me to win if the bot has the J, I think. That's the thing. I don't know here, guys. This is really hard. This is really, really hard. I mean, again, if the bot has the J, so it plays Joe or G for 30. I'm down 28. All one-pointers. I'd need to bingo, which is... I mean, is that even... Is it likelier keeping T-O versus an E? Maybe. I don't know, though. The E is a good tile for bingoing. The O is not particularly. Hard to say. Those I's are kind of scary. I mean, maybe I can... You know, I might still be able to win if the bot has the J. If the bot ends up getting, like, a bunch of I's and can't go... I also have 2 minutes. I need to decide. I have no idea here, guys. This is hard. This is really friggin' hard. But I think my instinct is telling me to play Novate and leave 2 in the bag. And get an extra shot at the J. I don't know. It's tough. Crud. Damn it. GG. Oh, it just played off GI? I mean, okay. Well, maybe can I draw the J and still win? I don't know. Ugh. What a horrible draw. I can't even play from this D. This is so bad. If I draw the... Well, no, if I draw the J, it just friggin' bingos out. This is ridiculous. Ugh. I mean, I can't even stop it from bingoing out. I just lose. I mean... Wait. Oh, it almost works. Red is not a word. Come on. Like, I literally don't think I can stop it from bingoing out. If I draw the J, I mean, I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna win, right? So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah, now it just plays Jins for 60. I mean, I think I was just dead there, right? Like, I had too many vowels. Well, the good thing is I don't think playing Vina would have helped me at all, given what I just drew. Yeah, I mean, man, another game where it was a good game and I just felt like I had chances and drew just absolute crap at the end. Damn it. All right. So the bot is going out surely, right? Yeah, it's got Lar, Lured, Clue, which is more. 12 Lured is one more, or 2 more. Yeah. All right. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, yeah, I should have played Clue there. I was just thinking Lar and Gunir. All right. GG. 1-7. Not happy, but I mean, it was a really tough pre-endgame there. We'll get to it, but like, let's go through the earlier part of the game. I saw Duckett. I don't know. I mean, it's 4 fewer points. CI is better than DU. Gives back a lot more counterplay. I'm okay with Cacti here. And then, yeah, this was just brutal. I mean, I almost played this. Nah, come on. Look at this lead. You can't do this. Like, any of these leaves, you're just, again, you're looking at least 2 turns to clean this up. So that's 3 more turns between this play and 2 more turns before you even have a fighting chance to bingo or have a good rack. Like, this early in the game, I mean, 3 or 4 turns is like 30% almost of a Scrabble game. Like, Scrabble games at this level typically last like 12 or 14 turns. Like, that's just so many turns to set yourself back. I don't know. I don't think this is worth it. Because, again, here, the bot is probably just going to play from the J, get an easy 30, and then what am I doing? Like, I'm probably going to have to trade anyway. And, yeah, no. I don't think... I think trading is correct there. I really do. And then I think I did make the right call here. Like I said, I do bingo more with this, but I don't even bingo that much on this board, and I need to keep the board more open. So, yeah, definitely a good break for me here. Drawing Migraine, but plays Stemmy. Yeah, okay. I mean, you do get rid of your S, but this is pretty bad. So it seems reasonable. Oh, I missed Zaida? Ah, shoot. Didn't see that spot. Yeah, that's... I mean, BW is not great, but AABD is not great either. Yeah, I don't know why. I just didn't... I saw Zaida on my rack. I just didn't come up with that spot. That's too bad. Yeah, this is actually not that risky because the Z can't be overlapped on top. So, I mean, yeah, he could have an X-Bomb, but he can also have an X-Bomb next to Stemmy, so I'm not worried about that. I give back 6s above A and E, but that's not that likely or that big a risk. Yeah, that's the best play for sure. Damn it. Okay. I missed it. That was definitely a mistake. Here, yeah, there's no way I'm doing this. This is extremely risky. I saw Bedad. Duad for 23? I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit of an overreaction. It is only 10 points. I do realize that, but there are 2 blanks. I want to play off tiles. AAO is just so bad. I guess 17 is a lot to give up, though. I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I saw Bedad. I almost did it. Maybe I should have just done it. 17 points. I mean, it's not like AD is that good. If I draw a couple consonants... Alright, yeah, maybe I should have just taken Bedad. 17 points definitely would have helped, so... Hard to say, but yeah, Frond looks pretty good here. And the bot bingos, and then... Oh, Placards, I didn't look through the C, but yeah, Pedlars is fine for 4 more. And then, yeah, tough break here that the bot happened to bingo out of that super val-heavy pool. And yeah, I mean, I think I have to just play Ox here. Like, I need the points. At this point, I'm hoping that the bot drew, like, 6 vowels and can't score, and I might be able to outrun it. Oh, okay, yeah, the bot had the J here. So, interesting. So, wow, so it played Leah. I figured it had the other A. Kept the J. But, I mean, you give up potential bingos there. Do you really need to do that? Like, if you just play a G, I mean, how do you lose, right? This is actually kind of confusing to me. Oh, I guess there's bingos through the C, then? Okay. Alright, so maybe he wanted to block bingos through the C. I guess that could be part of it. Figured I'm just as likely to hit something from the C. Alright, I can live with that, I guess. And you do often hit stuff like Jins if you play Leah. And if I do bingo down the end column, it's going to be giving back a lot of counterplay. So that might be the logic. Alright, I guess I can live with that. Yeah, I didn't realize the C was still a threat at first. I mean... And you do give... Oh, and you also hit... Yeah, this is the big catch. You also hit Rioja with any of the 3 O's for like 50, which is just going to completely outrun anything. Okay, yeah, that's probably the big catch. Alright, that makes sense. That's a clever play. And then... Ooh, shoot, I missed Advent. That might be better. Yeah, that has to be better, right? I just didn't come up with it. I didn't think about putting the V next to the D. I saw Dovin and Devon. I also missed Coven over here. Wow, so actually several options I didn't consider on this play. Huh. Okay, wow. Yeah, I saw Vina and Novate, and I was just thinking about these two for like 5 minutes. I didn't even consider Advent. Just completely missed it. I mean, it has drawbacks, though, right? Like, it keeps 2 vowels, which is definitely not what I want to do here in this pool. Also leaves 3 in the bag. Like, Novate is the only way to leave 2 in the bag, which, again, is good to the extent that if the bot does... But I guess I was thinking if the bot plays off the J, then it empties the bag. But realistically, if it plays off the J and it goes up 33, am I going to be able to outrun it anyway? I think I might, if it has like absolute garbage. Like if it has 3 eyes or something, I might be able to. So I still don't think Novate is terrible. And again, I do give myself that one extra chance to draw the J. And if I can draw the J after this, I think I'm often going to be winning. Because I'll just have much more scoring potential in the endgame. And if I can go out in 2, including a decent J play, I think I'll win. Because with 2 in the bag, the bot is mostly going to have to empty it, unless it wants to just drop 1. So I still don't think Novate is terrible. I really should have at least seen Advent, though. Yeah, Coven is also interesting. But again, I don't want to leave 4 in the bag. That, I think, just leaves the bot way too much flexibility. So I don't think that's the right play. I was fairly oblivious to hooking Woke, though, on that side. So yeah, wow, I don't know here, guys. This is I still am okay with Novate. Obviously it backfired, but given I drew like E-I-I-O out of the pool, anything was going to backfire. But I'm still okay with my play, I think. Just to get myself the extra chance at that J and keep the E. But I'm curious what you guys think. This is a really tough position, and all of these plays do have some merit. So let me know what you guys think in the comments here. Did I make the right play? What would you have done? And again, ignore the fact that I drew like 5 vowels out of the bag, because obviously whatever I do, if I draw 5 vowels, I'm going to lose. Like, theoretically, what do you think is the best play here? Because it's a tough one. And yeah, the bot... Oh, didn't even want to play Jins here? Okay, I mean, not sure why, but... Like, I don't think there's any bingos it gives back with that pull. I guess this just also wins and is a little bit better to not empty the bag. But I could block Jins, so I don't know why you wouldn't just take it. But I guess it turns out, what was I going to even really do to block Jins, right? Like, I had nothing here. I mean, this, again, the problem here is if I draw the J, then the bot just bingos out with re-nails. I mean, whatever I do, the bot's just going to bingo out with re-nails if I draw the J. So, and if the bot has the J, it just outscores me. So I'm just lost here, whatever I do, for sure. I have to imagine. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I probably should have played Clue to block its highest scoring out. So squandered a couple spread points there, but yeah, I mean, not like my best game, but definitely not my worst. I think the one play that was a clear mistake was Wiz. I should have played Zyda. Unfortunately, I saw the word, but I didn't think about playing it above Unto. That was definitely a mistake. A board was questionable. I probably should have just played Bedad because it's 17 more points, but debatable. Pre-endgame with Novate was obviously really, really tough. I still am okay with Novate, but I certainly could believe other plays were better. Like I said, it wasn't going to matter at that point, but yeah, not a perfect game. Still a pretty solid game, though, overall. I mean, I can't complain too much about how I played, but yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of this game sometimes, guys. Like, I haven't really made any massive mistakes, I don't think, in the first 8 games of this series, and there have been a lot of good games. I mean, this was a really good game. Monday was a really, really good game. But I'm just, unfortunately, coming on the losing end of them all, it seems, at the end. 1-7 to start. This is not what we were hoping for, but, you know, I just need to keep playing well, and at some point the luck will turn, sooner or later. So there's still 92 games of Scrabble left in this 100-game match. So we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep fighting the best we can, and hopefully come back stronger and maybe a little luckier next week and get some wins. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me through all of these losses. Thanks so much for all your support and watching. Really appreciate it. And I will see you next week for game number 9. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.